Hello and welcome back to BS Rugby for the second game of the day. It is Wales against not New Zealand. We had them last week. It's the Springboks who are in town. Welcome along to the watch long. Hope you are doing well, Gregor. We're on now, mate. We are here. Just to let you know, folks, if you're joining for the first time on a watch long here on BS Rugby, the simple fact is we cannot show the game due to copyright. So there'll be no game coverage here. I'm just doing a commentary of the game. The game is live on Prime Video, Amazon Prime, if you want to watch it. But I will be giving you a commentary of the game as we go along. So if you are new here, please do hit the subscribe button down below. It helps grow the channel and it's free to do as well. And also give a like on the stream and get involved in the chat. Let me know who you're supporting today, who you think is going to win, key players, etc, etc. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. Hi Richard, hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you once again in the chat. Good to see everyone in the chat. So yes, Wales against South Africa. Really excited for this game. So do get your thoughts in the chat now. Let me know what you make of this game. And let's quickly have a chat about the other results of the day, because we've already had two games go along today already. Let's have a chat about them now. So England are currently beating Tonga by 55 points to 3. And then in the other game earlier today, honestly, Japan were terrible as they played against Ireland. Ireland winning that by 60 points to 5. Johnny Sexton, 16 points on his 100th cap. What a performance from him. So them two games are done and dusted. So we're focusing on Wales against South Africa. Now, I thought it'd be interesting, before we have a look at the teams, we'll have a look at recent history between the two sides. So the last time they faced each other was back in the Rugby World Cup semi-final back in 2019 out in Japan. That one finished South Africa 19, Wales 16. Of course, South Africa would then go on to win the World Cup that year. Most recent then in Cardiff has seen a Welsh win, Wales winning that one by 20 points to 11. Let's talk then about recent form. It does not look great for Wales. Of course, they did win the Six Nations, but last weekend was a tough one, wasn't it? Losing at home against the All Blacks, 54 points to 16. A great performance from that man on your screen there, Beauden Barrett, who helped his team win the test very, very comfortably. And South Africa actually come into this on really good form, actually. They beat the All Blacks, but over a month ago, they beat the All Blacks 31 points to 29 in the Rugby Championships to finish third in that competition. So Wales historically have done quite well against this Springbok side over the last few years, especially at the Principality. But both teams come into this game on a whole different kind of space, don't they? Really, the Springboks coming into this one very confident, obviously just beating the All Blacks, the best team in the world, while Wales maybe short some confidence after that performance against the All Blacks. But anyway, let's take a look at the teams. Wales have announced their team, and so have the Springboks. Let's take a look now. This is how Wales line up for this one. Starting with the front row, Rhys Carre plays alongside Ryan Elias and Thomas Francis, with Will Rowlands coming in for the injured Alan Wynne-Jones alongside Adam Beard. Ellis Jenkins, wow, what a story for him, coming back from that horrific injury that he suffered 2 years ago against the same opposition. He plays at 6 for the injured Ross Moriarty, with Aaron Wainwright and Tane Basham playing in the back row. Then in the halfback pairings, we have Thomas Williams. Dan Biggar comes back in. He's obviously eligible after the international window open. Nick Tompkins also comes in after his incredible form for Saracens. Jonathan Davis plays once again, but he captains the side in the absence of Alan Wynne-Jones, with Josh Adams, Johnny McNichol playing in the back three alongside returning the flyer, the speedster, Louis Rees-Zammit. Leaving a bench then of Bradley Roberts, the Ulster hooker, who will earn his first cap if he comes on. Wynne-Jones, Will Griff-John, Ben Carter, Seb Davis of Cardiff Rugby, Gareth Davis, Gareth Anscombe of the Ospreys, and Liam Williams also returns because he plays for Sarries, of course, in the English system. Let me know your thoughts on that team. What do you make of it? Do you think it's a good team? Do you think it's strong? Do you think it can go and beat this South African side? Do let me know in the comments down below. Let's move on then. We will take a look at the Springboks side. How are they lining up for this one? Let's take a look now. This is how the South Africans line up. Let's start once again with the front row. And Che plays alongside Mbonambi and Nyakane. In the lock position, we have Etzebeth and De Jager, with Sia Khaleesi captaining the side at 6. And then we have Smith and Vermeulen playing alongside him in the back row. Big news at scrum half. No Faf de Klerk. He's currently out injured. So Herschel Jantes comes into the team, changing the style of play from that position very much. So very different to the way Faf plays. Pollard plays at 10 with Dialande and Lucanio Am in the centre. Potentially the best centre partnership in the world right there. Interesting to see Jesse Creel play on the wing. He tends to, of course, be a centre by trade. He did start his career on the wing, but I don't think he's played there for a while. So that may be somewhere where Wales can target this side. And then Willems plays at fullback, leaving a bench then of Malcolm Marks, Stephen Kitsoff, Vincent Koch, Mosterat, Vise, Reinach, Elton Jantes, and Morn Stain. So do let me know your thoughts on those teams. We're not far away from kickoff whatsoever. Hello, William. Hope you're doing well. Sean saying 7 points either way. Do let me know your predictions in the chat as we get closer to kickoff. I will certainly give you my predictions. Just quickly, before we do get into it, I know there's quite a few people joining now. This is not an actual showing of the game. I'm not allowed to show you the game due to copyright, but you can, of course, stick around. This is just a commentary. It's live on Amazon Prime. So if you don't have that and you want to hear some commentary, this is the place for you. So hit the subscribe button. It's free to do. Leave a like and get involved in the chat. The Springboks are coming out. They're coming out ready for this one. A packed Principality Stadium down in Cardiff. Absolutely buzzing for this game. Hit the subscribe button if you are as well and get your predictions in the chat. Let me know, how do you see this one going? What is your score prediction? Who do you think is going to win this game today? I'll be fascinated to hear your thoughts. So do let me know. Do let me know your predictions for this one. I'm going to turn my headphones on so I can hear the game audio. But I will still be, of course, conversing with you guys. And we will get ready for this game today. I'm absolutely buzzing for this. So fascinated to see how this goes. So Wales against South Africa. Predictions in the chat, folks. It's that time. Let me know how you see this one going. Right, let me just share this out. Wales are currently coming out. The stadium roof is open, which is interesting. Let's just get this out. So we are all set to go. Wales are out. Aaron is predicting a win to the Springboks, 19 points to 11. Interesting to see that. Here we go then. All set to go. So a minute two, of course. Remind that rugby is for everyone. South Africa national anthem, all set to go. Andy says 1918 in favour of the Welsh. I would absolutely take that. So the South African national anthem is playing in my ears. We're all set to go for this one. I won't sing it for you, don't worry. So get your predictions in the chat. I'd be fascinated to hear. Fascinated to hear what you think. Do let me know your predictions for this one. Wales. Ready for South Africa. I'm going to say, I think South Africa are probably going to win this. I'm going to say South Africa 25, Wales 19. I think it's going to be interesting because against the All Blacks, I felt we played all right in spaces in the first half, especially New Zealand ran away within the second half. We struggled. But I've got to say, you know, the lack of game plan was a bit worrying. So today I want to see a game plan, what we're trying to do. And I actually think South Africa's style suits us more the way we want to play against it. Luke, yes, they did. Ireland beat Japan. We did mention that at the start of the stream. Fiji beat Spain today. Portugal beat Canada, 20 points to 17. What a result that is for them. And what is going on with Canadian rugby at the minute? They didn't qualify for the World Cup. And now they haven't, you know, they've just lost to Portugal. So a real concern for them. England are beating Tonga. I'm not sure if that one's finished. Let me just have a look. England did beat Tonga 69 points to 3. Wow. So England beating Tonga there. So the Welsh National Anthem is just about to be sung. So we'll get ready for that. So your final chance is to get your predictions in the chat. Do let me know who you're backing to win this one. I'm backing, fortunately, I'm backing South Africa to win this one by 25 to 19, I'm going to say. I didn't see the Savi score, Greg, and let me know in the chat, mate, what happened there. I knew they were drawing at one point. But Wales need a performance today. We need a performance because I felt over the Six Nations, yes, we did very well to win, and you never can ignore the fact that you won the Six Nations, so you've done well. It's not an easy thing to win. But last autumn, Pivac was trying to play his attacking style, was he trying to throw the ball about. Didn't quite work really for him in that time. We then reverted back to type under what we'd seen with Gatland, and yet it didn't really work, did it? So I'm fascinated to see how this goes today. I want to see a game plan. I want to see a way that we're trying to play. I want to see players getting on the ball. I want to see the likes of Dan Biggar controlling the game. We are going to have to match them to an extent physically, but I don't want to see us get stuck into a physical battle because if we do, we will lose. This South African team, you can't beat South Africa being South African. You can't do it. So we have to have a good game plan today. And yeah, I'm buzzing. I can't wait. I can't wait. 34-34 was scored in Savi's game. Okay, so do get your predictions in the chat. Subscribe, folks. Get ready for it. We'll quickly run through the squad one more time. Reece Carey plays in the front row alongside Ryan Elias and Thomas Francis. Will Rowlands comes in for Alwyn Jones and Adam Beard partners him. Ellis Jenkins, Aaron Wainwright and Tame Basham. Thomas Williams alongside Dan Biggar in the halfbacks. Nick Tompkins and Jonathan Davis. And then Josh Adams, McNichol and Louis Sammits. For South Africa then, it's Unche, Mbonambi and Niakane, Etzebeth and Diaga. Khaleesi is captain at 6 with Vermeulen and Smith. Back in the team for an injury for Faf de Klerk is Halshan Yantes. Pollard and Delande and Am alongside Creel at wing. He usually plays centre. Mbonambi, Mapimpi, sorry, on the wing alongside Wilhelm. So those are the two teams. Enjoy the game, folks. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game, folks. Subscribe if you're new. If you're watching here on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure to like the page. We're ready to get going for this one. Just a reminder, if you just joined, folks, I'm not showing the actual game due to copyright. I'm not allowed to do that. It's simply a commentary of what's going on. But if you want to stick around and listen to the commentary, that'd be amazing. Get involved in chat. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the red button down below. It's free to do. Like the stream as well. It massively helps. Wales need a performance day. We need a performance. South Africa, it's a big game. They beat the All Blacks, and we saw how good the All Blacks were. We've got to go with the game plan. We've got to get a performance. I don't expect us to win, but we need a performance. So I'm excited for this one. Just before kickoff, just a reminder, tomorrow we're going to be doing a watch-along for this one, Scotland against Australia. Coverage starts at 2 with kickoff at 2:15. Join us live for that one. I'll drop a link in the chat during the course of the stream. Kyle from Capo Starkey will be joining me for that one. All right, we're ready to go. Paul Williams is the ref from New Zealand. Off we go then. Dan Bigger gets us underway. Wales against the Springboks. Here we go. Off goes Wales. And South Africa collect the ball. And South Africa go for the box kick. It is, Louis Wissame, but it went backwards. And Wales have the ball on the halfway line. Thomas Williams plays it to Bigger, who sends it up. And it's down towards Pollard, who collects it just outside his 22, but he slipped. And there might be a chance here for Wales to counter-ruck, but it looks pretty safe in South African hands. And Bonambi, the big hooker, carries Wales over that one. They're calling for it, but it's there. I felt the ref could have called for that. Williams back in Wales to win 49-28. I'd absolutely take that result. Yantis clears with a box kick. And that's a great take from Bigger. Love that from him. Now, the big thing for Wales as well is how much are we going to go for touch? How much are we going to go for the scrums? Because last week they did struggle. But I'm intrigued to see what the game plan is this week. What are we going to try and do? So we're just about over the halfway line here. On the left-hand side, Louis Wissame isolated, and that's been turned over really well by Lucan Yuam. But he was isolated there. He needed a lot more support. Wilhelms. Good tackle from Jonathan Davis, pops it up to Dialande onto the halfway line. Yantis gets it out to Deyacher. Big tackle coming in from Wainwright. And South Africa, actually, what they're tending to do at the minute is once the ball slows down that little bit, they just go to the air. That's knocked on, so opportunity for Wales potentially to counter here. Thomas Williams looks up, sees Bigger. Bigger's going to send this one down. And Wilhelms has the ball in his own half, kicks it down. Oh, boys, talk to one another. Thomas Williams and Louis Wissame weren't talking to one another. Both went for the high ball, but it went backwards. So Wales still have the ball. Scrappy first 2.5 minutes here. The ball hasn't left the field yet. So Wales going through the forwards. And Bigger is going to send this one high. Pollard goes for it. It goes backwards. Dialande runs hard and straight. Deyager carries up to the halfway line. Wales trying to compete at the breakdown, but once again, once the ball slows down, this is clearly the tactic from South Africa. It's just a box kick it, just kick it. Great take from Bigger, just outside the 22. The ball is there for Wales, but South Africa really using the box kick to put Wales under pressure early on here. Well, the ball's been in for the whole opening 4 minutes here. Still 0-0. No opportunities for either team. Thomas Williams sends this one high. It's not the greatest kick, but it's bounced backwards and a chance here for Wales. Thomas Williams caught. The ball's there. Thomas Francis acts as scrum off. Well picked up from Adam Beard. Ooh. We're just overplaying a little bit here. And now South Africa may have turned this one over. I think Wales just about still have it, but we're trying to play too much there. But Wales still have the ball, but they're in their own 22. If I'm Thomas Williams here, I'm getting rid of this. I'm just getting rid of it. And penalty to Wales. Woo! 4.5 minutes. No stoppages, no penalties, nothing. And finally, we have a stoppage. Dan Bigger will look to send this. And it'll be a line out to Wales just over the halfway line. Sean says, I say South Africa will target the Welsh line out of their last week against New Zealand. I wouldn't be surprised. We got this first line out's going to be interesting. It's our first chance to really set ourselves to attack. It's a little bit scrappy, the ball just going everywhere. But interested to see now how we approach this line out. So Wales win their line out. That's good. Lovely inside ball to Josh Adams. And a chance now for Wales to get the ball out. Going through the hands. Tane Basham caught there. Bigger. Lovely inside ball to McNichol. But I think McNichol took a little slip. Good kick from Thomas Williams. Clever, clever. That's all right. Offside, I think. Offside from the Springboks. So a chance for Wales to potentially go for the posts here. Come on, Wales, indeed. Come on, Wales. 6 minutes into this one. 0-0. Chance for Wales. I think we'll take the points here. Are we going to go to the corner? We're going to the corner. Interesting. So ignoring the option of points and going to the line. So we've actually looked away. We've looked a lot better. A lot better. We look like we're going to do something, you know, and I think Bigger's a massive part of that. And that's a great kick. We're about, what, 15 metres out from the try line out. We've got to win this ball, though. We've got to win this ball. Which we do. Which we do. We win that ball. Jenkins gets it out. Inside ball. Lovely run from Josh Adams. Big hit coming in on him, though. Thomas Francis. Rhys Carey. Wales. Quagga Smith has turned that over. Incredibly turned that over. That's an incredible turnover. From the sevens. What a turnover that was for South Africa. Wilhelms sends it back. And then Pollard clears it. But it's not the greatest clearance from Andre Pollard. So an opportunity once again for Wales to set. But the problem with that there was we went into the contact with the support with Rhys Carey. He was on his own. And once Quagga Smith was over that ball, it was curtains for us. So you've got to go with the support runner. This South African team is very physical. You've got to try and match them physically. You can't try and play that way. You do have to match them. Wales win the line out once again. That's 3 out of 3. Dan Bigger pops it into Josh Adams. Josh Adams coming in from his wing. Advantage to Wales. So free play for Wales. Not scoring his body weight. So chance for Wales to potentially create something. Second advantage. Paul Wilhelms. Opportunity out wide. One more pass. Go on, lad. Go on, Louis Rees, have it. Louis Rees, have it. Oh, great tackle from Sia Khaleesi, but Louis Rees-Zammit nearly got in the corner already, 8 minutes in. But what I love there is we've gone for it. You know, we've gone for it. We've seen that the option is there. Ellis Jenkins looks up, pops in. Louis Rees-Zammit beats his man. And already Louis Rees-Zammit is doing some good stuff here, doing some good stuff. And there are spaces for us to exploit here. I'm going to lose my voice by the end of this, but brilliant work. And he's already having an impact on this game. So opportunity for Wales here. I assume we're going to take the points, which we are. But really good opening 9 minutes for Wales here. This is a positive opening 9 minutes or so. Really positive opening few minutes. So Dan Bigger with an opportunity. So Dan Bigger adds the 3 points and Wales lead here. Wales leading by 3 points to 0. Very good start from Wales. Really good start. Oh, not 3-0 to South Africa. I don't want to do that. Sorry, that was out of habit from last week. I was changing that a lot against the All Blacks. But Wales leading by 3 points to 0. Really good start from Wales. We've looked to play, but we've looked to earn the right to play after a cagey start. Vermeulen carries well. Advantage, though, to South Africa here. And that is out there. So Tane Basham caught offside there. A bit frustrating that after getting a penalty. No need really to do that. And South Africa, you think, Wales will not climb this mountain. South Africa will wring the dragon's neck. Come on, England. I don't know. We started well. I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't agree with that quite. But look, you know, South Africa are better than Tonga. That's all I can say. They are so much better than Tonga. So this is a real challenge, you know. They are world champions after all. So let's see how England get on against them in a few weeks' time. So Andre Pollard, right in front of the post, just outside the 22. And he adds the 3 points. So it is South Africa 3, Wales 3. Interesting start to the game, though. Do let me know your thoughts on this opening few minutes, opening 10 minutes or so. Let me know your thoughts. I think we've done well. It's just a silly little mistake there that we need to cut out of a game, but are they checking something? Well, we didn't have a rugby ball. Now we do. Now we do. We're ready to kick off once again. 3 points apiece, 12 minutes gone. Well, Wales have won that from the restart, but look at the amount of men. Advantage to Wales, though. Chance here for Wales to do something. Dan Bigger, lovely hands. Jonathan Davis plays out to Josh Adams. Josh Adams pushing forward up to the 5 metre line. Chance here for Wales. Lovely work there. Someone is down for the Springboks. The cross kick is going towards Louis Rees-Zammit. Mabimbi, oh, Louis Rees-Zammit probably should have caught it. But Wales will get the penalty. But South Africa are really competing at the breakdown. And I've got to say, you know, we look dangerous. I'm watching this on the cards from West Wales, from South Wales. Come on, Wales, indeed. Come on, Wales. Come on, Wales. Hope you're enjoying the watch along, mate. And glad you can join us. So I think Wales are going to go for the post. South Africa getting penalised at the breakdown quite a bit. Louis Rees-Zammit, probably if he catches that, probably scores for Wales, but really good start for Wales. Really good start for Wales here. Don't forget, there is another game tonight, Argentina against France. So that game is on later tonight. So there we go. Warning being said from the referee to Siya Kolisi. Well, an injury issue here for South Africa. It looks like Damian Wilhelms is off. Morn Steyn is on for South Africa. So I think that's a HIA assessment. I think that's what that is. So penalty for Wales, right in front of the post, Dan Bigger. We're just waiting for blinking, what's his face? Get off! Thought it was Rassi Erasmus, but the water boy was staying on a little bit too long, delivering a few messages. But finally, he is off. So Dan Bigger can take this kick right in front of the post. which he slots, and Wales lead. And 500 points that is now for Dan Biggar on the international scene. Wales 6, South Africa 3. Much better performance this week. Much better performance. Oh, Aaron Wainwright knocks it on. I mean, the conditions are awful, but you've got to be secure in your ball. And South Africa now. South Africa now have a scrum in our 22. First scrum, though. I mean, it's taken 15 minutes to have a scrum. So Wales here. So scrum to South Africa then in Wales is 22. First scrum of the game. Roof is open due to COVID, Sean. Absolutely tipping it down in Cardiff. So scrum, first scrum. I don't think our front row is particularly great, our scrummaging. So scrum here to South Africa then in the Wales 22. First scrum of the game. Chance for the South Africans to set something. Ref blows. Scrum goes down. Referee swapping sides. Look at Reece Carre's side. Nea Kane, of course. And he's against Nche. So scrum here. It's a solid scrum from both sides. But South Africa get the push and get the advantage. And it's very clear that they've got the upper hand. Jesse Creel carries. Still advantage here for South Africa. Opportunity for them to create something. And when they carry hard. Dearland, they tried the little kick through. Is the ball still there for them? It is, but no advantage. And that's a worrying sign for Wales. Out of the scrum there, we were battered at the scrum. Where's someone from? I'm in North Wales, mate. In North Wales. So South Africa are going to take the points. Lucanio Am is down. And Pollard decides to go for the post. So a chance for South Africa to draw level. So Andre Pollard, 80 metres out. I could even get this. Chance then. And Pollard adds the 3 points. So Wales 6, South Africa 6. South Africa a bit more dominant in the past 5 minutes or so there. Again, don't forget at half time, we will look at the stats, etc. So make sure to stick around with us. So Dan Biggar gets us going once again. Steyn catches and clears, and it's actually a decent kick from Fran Steyn, not Mornstein, Fran Steyn. So nearly 20 minutes gone in this first half, 6 each. It's a close game. Line out to Wales, I think it is. Or is it a scrum? I have no idea what's going on right now. Bit of a mess all there. I think it's going to be a line out to Wales just outside the 22 of South Africa's opportunity here to do something, to build here. Line out to Wales. Wales' line has been very good so far, and once again, very good. Elias into Josh Adams, into the 22. Thomas Williams finds Wainwright. Wainwright carries hard, but he's hit even harder by Mbonambi. Adam Beard goes in and down. South Africa not competing quite as much in the breakdown now. But there they are, over the ball. And Niakane is over that. The thing is, Wales are just using the same line every single time, and it's getting repetitive now. People know what's coming now. You know, Josh Adams off the second receiver, it seems to be, and well, they're just reading it. They know it's happening, so they can see it happening. So Wales need to be a little bit more street smart, really. Just understand that, maybe change things up a bit. So advantage to South Africa. They've set up the driving maul. Wales early engagement in the maul there. And Herschel Janssens pulls away. He's got to be stopped, and he is. But penalty to South Africa. And Wales' disciplines a bit. No, we need to start being a bit more street smart. Early drive from Wales at the maul, and just a silly penalty, really. Well, South Africa going for the corner here. They believe that they have the upper hand in the line out in the maul. And Pollard puts it literally 5 meters out. This is going to be a driving maul. You just know it's coming, don't you? And Wales, I don't even see the point competing for this. You don't even compete for this, I don't think. If I'm Wales here, I don't compete for this ball. I just get set and ready to go. Don't even bother competing. Wales don't compete. The driving maul is set up. Mbonambi. Advantage. Oh, no. This is going to be potentially yellow. Advantage, though. Pollard looks for the cross. He's looking for Mbonambi. It's bouncing wildly. And they'll come back for the original penalty. Driving maul, indeed. Driving maul. Oh, I'd be surprised if South Africa don't go to the corner again. He's going to have a word. That's 3 or 4 penalties now. So restarting the game now. Wales there again penalised at the maul. We need to just tighten things up a bit now. Yeah, it does, Sean, doesn't it? All right, South Africa have gone to the corner once again. Don't forget, folks, if you want to join the Fantasy League, you can do that. pick your team each week for the Autumn Nations series. Wales do much better there. Is that another advantage? I think it is. No, it's not. It's not another advantage. He goes on his own. Great tackle from Wales. Wales putting pressure on here. We'll stop the driving maul at least. Got to keep our discipline here. Very, very important that our discipline is on point. Because I'm fearing a yellow at this point. Lou Diacha carries well. Ellis Jenkins is over there. Ellis Jenkins, yes! Ellis Jenkins over the ball. Man of the match 2 years ago. First game back. Get in. What an incredible turnover that is. Do you know what? We defended that well. Great tackle. And then Ellis Jenkins. Wow. Exactly, yeah, that's why it's happening. So yes, if you want to join the Fantasy League, you can do. It is available now for you if you'd like to join it. Let me just invite everyone in. So if you follow the link that I'm going to drop in the chat now, you can join the Fantasy League for next weekend. It's too late now because the games have all kicked off. But you can do it now. There we go. So if you want to join the Fantasy League ahead of next week's games, you can do that there. So do join the league. There's a few of us in there. Great to have you there. So Wales did go for the line out. They've won the ball. They're just inside the half of South Africa. They're looking to box kick, sending it up, considering of course, the weather. Backwards off red, but South Africa do have it here, just outside their own 22. Dejager carries. Herschel Yantes is going to send this one into the air, you think. Looks like he's going to box this, which he does. And it's all on the... Was it out on its full? It was out on its full. And so Wales will have an opportunity here to go from where Herschel Yantes kicked it. It's out on its head. Out on the full there. Very close, but it was out on the full. Chance for Wales. Attacking lineouts. What can we do from here? Got to win this ball, which we do. We go to the front man. Inside here, bigger, Jonathan Davis. Was that potentially forward? Ready? Advantage to Wales. No clear release. Oh, ref's going to have a word with Sia Khaleesi. Well, ref having the chat with Sia Khaleesi, another chat with him now. 6 penalties already conceded, so chance for Wales here. Karma Peach, indeed, good play from Wales. I think we started well. I think a little bit of like sloppy mistakes, but I think we're on top. So I think Wales are going to go for the points, which they are. So chance for us to take the lead here. Chance for us to go 9-6 in the lead. So Dan Bigger right in front of the posts here. Make sure if you're watching, folks, hit the subscribe button. If you're new, massively appreciated if you can do that. It's free to do, helps grow the channel. And, of course, get involved in the chat. I want to hear your thoughts. And, as well, hit the like button. Dan Bigger adds the 3 points. Wales lead here at the Principality, 9 points to 6. Yeah. I think the ref is very quick on penalties at the breakdown, especially if you're going to try and jackal the ball, especially if you're not supporting your body weight, even the slightest. He's very hot onto it. I felt that penalty was maybe a little bit harsh on Dialande, but I'm not complaining as a Welshman. Cooking leaks tonight. I will be if we get the win. I will be if we get the win. Thomas Williams clears it, and it's not a bad clearance at all. And chance for the Springboks now to get their line out going. So line out then to South Africa. So Daniel Willemse will not return after his HIA. So Steyn will stay on the pitch. South Africa win the line out and set up the driving maul. And Bonambi, this is not really going anywhere. Here we go. The driving maul starts to move. Wales have to be careful. Interesting that Herschel Yancey sends it up. It's not a great kick. It's bouncing everywhere. Who's going to claim this? And Wales get the penalty. Offside. And Wales will look to kick this one down. And Bigger sends it down the field. And it'll be a line out to Wales about 5 meters out from the 22. So opportunity here for Wales to set the attacking line out to create a play or something. Be interesting to see. So Wales win the line out much better. Dan Bigger, lovely hands into Josh Adams. Again, the same play though. It's not really doing much. Advantage to Wales. Thomas Williams. Another penalty to Wales here. Tompkins, Will Rowlands carries hard. Thomas Williams. That's another advantage, surely, ref. Tame Basham, big carry from the Dragons. Back rower. Ball out wide. Will Rowlands. We're a little bit too narrow here. We need to just try and spread it out a little bit. Another penalty. Basham carries. Try something. Come on, we've got the advantage, boys. Whoa, that's high. Ref? I think that might be a yellow. I think they'll be checking that. Wales trying a little chip over the top. That's another taking the man out. Here we go. The referee's going to have a look at this. And Che could be in trouble. I think this is going to be a yellow. That's twice. Twice he's taken a man out. Twice there. He's taken Johnny McNichol out and Nick Tompkins. Bit of handbags for the minute, but I want to have a look at this. I think Unche will be very lucky if he's not in the bin. Right, so they're going to look at both. They're going to look at both. Two things here. I mean, if he's done it twice, should be a red, shouldn't it? The second one is horrific. We're waiting for the TMO. Here we go then. So this is the one on Tompkins. He's gone for the ball. That's not too bad. It is high though. It's the second one that I want to see is when he I don't actually think there's much wrong with that first one. I don't actually think there's anything wrong with that first one. There's nothing wrong with the first one. It's the second one. It's the second one. I actually agree with the ref. I think he's got that spot on. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's the second one that I want to see. Because the second one is just a bit mental. Oh, he just shouldered him. He just shouldered him. Right, this is the angle we want to see. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I think that's a yellow. Yeah, I think that's a yellow. It's an obstruction in it. I actually think the first one's fine. I don't think that there's anything wrong with the first one. But with that, that's just cynical. I think that's a yellow. He just shouldered him on the way through, but it is a yellow. It's a yellow card, confirmed yellow card. We'll take that. We'll absolutely take that. The 20-minute card rule, no, not in this one. Yellow card, indeed. Clearly changed lanes. It's a yellow card. Get in. And it's right. It's right. You can't obstruct the player like that. And for the number of penalties, he's in the bin. We have to take advantage. I'll be interested to see, do we go for the points here? Do we go to corner? Personally, I would go for the points. I'd take the points. You confirm that you get the points, and then you can build to try and get the next set. Because between now and half time, he's not going to be on. So this is a big opportunity for Wales here. I'll be interested to see what we decide to do. I'll be fascinated to see what is going to be the plan here. Wales are taking the points. So Dan Bigger with an opportunity to give Wales a 6-point lead. And to be honest, we need this and another score, even if it's just a penalty. There we go. Wales 12, South Africa 6. I really think now, if we can get something before half time, if we can, just get another penalty or try even. A converted try would be wonderful. But while this guy's off, we have to be taking advantage of it. So about 9 minutes to go. We have to just do the simple things well now. Clear our lines well. Look for the spaces. Play the simple game. We have the man advantage. Be aware of that. And nothing stupid. Oh, we love that from Steyn dropping the ball there. Franz Steyn caught. You got to stop him. How's he wriggled out of that? South Africa then on the halfway line. Mbonambi. Herschel Yantes looking to kick this one. I think South Africa look to put Wales in their own half if they can. It's well taken by Johnny McNichol. Wales decide to go down the blind side in their own half here, looking to try and build. I hope I'm getting them right. I hope so. If you could kind of spell out how I'm meant to say them, that'd be great. Thomas Williams sends the kick up. It's not really a great kick. It's just not even competitive, really. And it's easy for the Springboks. Oh, what a stupid penalty to give away. We're man up. Oh, my God. Damien Diolande just torn us a new one there. It's good recovery work. But how with an extra man are they breaking through us there? That is pretty poor. What's South Africa doing well is they're controlling the possession. They're in the right area of the field. So even though we have the extra man, we're not doing anything with it. And you've got to give credit to the Springboks for that. Smith carries, tackled by Tame Basham. But Wales really need to watch that little grub. That's a lovely quick for him, Banambi. Mapimpi was nearly in there. I have no idea where that ball's gone. Wales 5 meters out from their own try line here with a man advantage though, and we are struggling. But we are not helping ourselves. We've got to clear this. This has to go far, Thomas Williams. You've got to boot the crap out of this, mate. Absolutely twat it. And it's actually a very good kick from Thomas Williams. Mad. I don't know what we're doing at points there. Sometimes I don't understand why we're competing for some things. Diolande with a lovely run there. So 5 minutes to go until half-time. Line out to South Africa just outside our 22. Couple of injury concerns for the Springboks. Of course, France against Argentina tonight. Rugby Feared, welcome along. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the channel, mate. Subscribe if you're new. Welcome to the community. Hope you're good, mate. Interesting to see. Lovely chip ball there. I thought that was potentially a knock on from South Africa, actually, but tough one. So line out to the Springboks here. So off we go then. So line out to the Springboks. About 2 minutes out away from the 22. So I actually thought Wales were a little bit early on the engagement there, but referee doesn't spot it. The maul starts to move. Ryan Elias does well. Wales have actually slowed this down. Advantage for what? I'm not sure about that, ref. I'm not sure about that. Will Rowland's great tackle on Waka Smith. He needs to roll away, which he's done. And they'll come back for the original penalty. I'm not really sure what we did wrong there. Oh, what's going on here? Reece Carey. It's a yellow for Reece Carey. Side entry at the maul. 14 against 14. So we're going to have to get a prop on because he's now been yellow carded. So we're going to have to take a replacement. South Africa going to the corner, trusting their maul, and I don't really blame them. Let me have a look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely Reece Carey. Yeah, yellow card to Wales. A little bit, you could definitely say that. Definitely say that. The line out goes up, and the driving maul is set by the Springboks. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Wales have done well to defend this. Diolande catches, tackled by Nick Tompkins, but makes a yard or so. Wales' defence is going to be tested here. Mbonambi carries well for the Springboks up to the 5-metre line. Yantes gets it out. Oh, he's gone for the intercept. Alex Jenkins has gone forward. Jonathan Nickel backs himself. It's bouncing wildly, but Jesse Creel captures it. But what's the referee called it back for? For a high tackle. High tackle from South Africa. Yeah, I can do that for you now, Vinny. Let me get that up for you now, mate. Here we go. Here's the Wales starting lineup. Rhys Carre, Ryan Elias, Thomas Francis, Will Rowlands, Adam Beard, Ellis Jenkins, Wainwright, and Tane Basham. Thomas Williams then at 9, Bigger at 10, Nick Tompkins at 12, Jonathan Davis then in the centre with Josh Adams, Johnny Minicle and Louis Sammet on the bench. That is the starting team for Wales. Props collecting the yellows, yeah. Getting a bit too tempted, aren't they? But high tackle there from the Springboks, so chance for Bigger to send this down. But you know what? We did really well there against that driving maul. I was impressed how we defended that. To be honest, if we were to go in at half-time with this score, I would not be complaining. I would not be complaining. Ellis Jenkins has had such a good game. Such a good game. A huge turnover and really nice hands as well. But we're making little mistakes here and there. So if we can just kick that out, keep it simple, then we are playing better than this Springbok team right now. I'm not saying we're better than them in total. Wales go short. Dan Bigger into Tane Basham. Thomas Williams sends it back. Bigger sends it up, looking towards McNichol. I think it's going to be a little bit too far, but it's a great covering tackle. But Jesse Creel is there. He runs hard, but Thomas Francis gets to him. Herschel Yantes with less than 2 minutes to go. Lucanio Am spots the space. Josh Adams is there. He puts boot to ball. And it's not the worst kick. It's actually a very good kick. It's actually a very good kick. No worries, Vinny. Hope that helped you, mate. No worries at all. So we're nearly at half-time. At half-time, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. I'm just going to grab a drink, and then we'll be back. So don't go anywhere. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and leave a like. We're getting very close to that half-time. Wales leading by 12 points to 6. A much better performance. I actually think we played. I'd say this is an 8 out of 10 so far performance from Wales. Just the little mistakes that we're making, just the sloppy mistakes that we're making. Apart from that, I think we've played really, really well. Oh. So referee tells South Africa to play on from that maul that collapsed, but it collapsed fine. So no penalty against Wales. So Herschel Yantes, there is only 30 seconds to go. So I'm interested to see. I think they're just going to kick it off. With 30 seconds to go in this first half, I think they're just going to kick this off. Nothing. Don't give any silly penalties away now. They're just going to kick this off, I think. They do decide to kick. Wales need to win this. Well done. Louis Sammet claims it. Penalty. Penalty to the Springboks. Silly penalty. They put the ball up. Louis Sammet went up, won the ball, but the support with him wasn't good enough. And Mbonambi was there. And they're going for the post to get it down to 3 points between them. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, by the way. It's massively appreciated. We're getting very close, actually, to the target 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's what we're aiming for here on the channel. So kick for Pollard here. Last play of the first half. This would be if he can slot this through. He's been perfect so far with his kicks. It's not an easy kick. It's in swinging. It looks good. And it is. And so the halftime score here at the Principality Stadium is Wales 12, South Africa 9. That is the halftime score right now. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. And then we will be back just in a minute, just to look at some stats and have a chat about that first half in a little bit more detail. Don't go anywhere. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, leave a like, get involved in the chat, and I will see you in just a second. Don't go. we go. We are back. It is half-time down at the Principality. Wales leading this one. It's a close one, 12 points to 9. What a close game this is. Wales doing very well to be in the lead, but the Springboks playing well themselves. So I've really enjoyed this game so far. It's been a nervy one as a Wales fan, but pleased to say we are leading. Thank you so much for getting involved in the chat, folks. Hope you're doing well. Tynus, have you ever tried collabing with South Africa? Usually like Forever Sports with G-Man. I was going to collab with Forever Sports, but it never quite happened, but we will be looking to do that. Where are you from? From North Wales, my friend? From North Wales. It's going to be due to the URC. We're talking about the United Rugby Championship. When it's on, we cover it here on the channel. We do previews, reactions, live watch-alongs. So once the URC gets back underway after the Autumn Nations League series, we'll get back to that. And then, before you know, the Six Nations will be here, and we'll be focused on that as well. Excuse me. So Wales leading this one by 12 points to 9 currently. Let's have a look at some stats. I will share my screen so we can have a look at how this game is being played out. So have a look at possession. It's 50-50 in terms of possession, 52% in terms of territory in favour of Wales, with 48% in favour of South Africa. So the scoreboard is close and the stats are pretty close as well. Back that up for sure. And looking at time possession, once again, it's pretty close. 10 minutes for Wales, 9 minutes for the Springboks. The Springboks have actually spent more time in the Wales 22 than Wales have in the Springboks 22. But I think Wales have defended their try line pretty well on the whole. There have been issues at the breakdown for both teams. But I think the ref has been quite fair, to be honest. I think the ref's had a really good game, and I think he's been quite fair, if I'm being totally honest. But Wales have been more productive when they've gone to the opposition 22, coming away with 2 points, while the Springboks have only come away with a point on average. Excuse me. As you can see, their possession kicks. That's certainly a tactic that South Africa are looking to play with Elton Jantes. He's looking to get that box kick going. And what seems to happen is that we're challenging in the air. When we come down, the players are there to jackal straight away, looking to steal the ball for sure. And as you can see, Wales have lost 4 rucks from that jackling there. It is something that the Springboks are doing really, really well. Something that when players are going into the breakdown, you have to go with a man. You've got to be supporting your man when you go in. If we have a look at line breaks, very, very similar, but those turnovers won. Once again, 5 turnovers for the Springboks. It's something that Wales are going to have to get on top of, because either you compete at the breakdown or you don't. And we're kind of in between, and we're not sure really what we're doing there. Springboks have had to tackle that a little bit more. Tackle success rate is pretty good from both sides. And then once again, the line breaks are pretty similar. Scrums have been fine for both sides. And the line out for Wales has been really good, which was something that struggled last week, and points on the boots, as you can see there. So overall, it's a very, very equal game, you have to say. Really equal game. And Wales, I've got to say, I think we've been really, really good. This much better than we were against the All Blacks, that's for sure. And I've got to say, I was very, very impressed with us in the first half. Let's just run quickly through the other results of the day, just in case you missed out on some of the scores from today's rugby. So I will share my screen once again with you and show you that. So quite a few interesting games that went on today. So first of all, we had Ireland against Japan. Ireland putting 60 points on the Japanese. And I've got to say, I was really disappointed with Japan. For whatever reason, they just couldn't turn up. And Ireland, amazing. Honestly, the way they were offloading, which is not something you'd really associate with this Irish team. They were doing it really well. They're doing it really fluidly. Sexton had an incredible game at 10 on his 100th cap, got a try and kicked, I think, about 16 points as well. Ireland running in a heck of amount of tries in this one. It was just, it was a great result for them, getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tries on the day. As we mentioned before, New Zealand nearly put 50 points on the Italians. It was a second string New Zealand team. They really ran away with it in that second half. 47 points to 9 was that result. So that was the result in that one. There were some other rugby games today. Canada lost against Portugal, 17 points to 20. So Canada getting that win And what a win that was for them, for the Portuguese, because I've got to say, honestly, the issues with Canadian rugby at the minute are massive. They are really, really struggling at the minute. You know, they didn't qualify for the World Cup, and now they've gone and lost against Portugal. And Portugal are a team on the rise. They're getting better for sure. Similar with Spain today, who lost against the Fijians, and that's who Wales face next. But a massive win for Portuguese rugby, a team that'll be looking to try and qualify for the World Cup in 2 years' time. So, Wales are leading 12 points to 9. Let me know your thoughts on that first half. What did you make of it? What did you make of that? And don't forget, later on tonight, there's another game, France against Argentina at 8 o'clock for that. Excuse me. Tomorrow, we do have this watch-along, Scotland against Australia, live from 2 p.m. Kickoff at 2:15. We're joined by Kyle from Capo Stark. He's been on the channel a lot over the last few years on watch-alongs and previews and reviews. So I'm going to have him on. He's a proud Scotsman. I'm really watching on with a joy. So interested to see how that game goes. And I forgot to mention, actually, England did beat Tonga 69 points to 3 at Twickenham earlier on. I think of it like a boxing match. Yeah, I can definitely see that. It's a close game, isn't it? We need a lot of a better coach than we got one already. Do you know what? I think the game plan's been the right game plan from Wales. I think it's made sense what we've tried to do. I think what's very apparent is that we are not suited. If a team wants to beat us, the way to do that is to play open rugby. If you want to beat Wales, that's the way to go about it. South Africa don't tend to play that way, so we suit to play against that kind of offensive play. And that's why the All Blacks got such good success against us last week, is just because we just can't defend against. I don't know, the All Blacks are on another level. They're clearly the best team in the world by quite a distance, in my opinion. And I expect them to go and put a ridiculous amount of points on everyone this season. But I've got to say, like, it's very clear to see to me that we're good at defending against big physical teams, but whether we can truly defend against teams that throw the ball about will open the game up, I'm not too sure. And that's where the games against Australia and Fiji become dangerous potentially for Wales. But I really like the look of Bigger at 10. I think he's controlled the game well. I think the forwards have carried well. A couple of little mistakes here and there with the breakdown where we've been penalised. Again, the scrum hasn't been great. And yeah, the turnovers quite a few times. And as you say right there, these teams play very similar rugby, and we're seeing a bit of a clash there. And we're going to see who comes out on top. But it's going to be interesting. And I think the next score is very important. If Wales can get a try early on in the second half, I think that'll be massive, because South Africa's still down to 40 men for the first couple of minutes. We're down to 40 men for the first 5 minutes or so. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. I'd like to see Wales manage the game the way that the Springboks did after going a man down. They managed the game really well, played in the right areas. I was really, really impressed by that. But yeah, very, very impressive stuff from both teams for sure. And they're both battling it out. So it's going to be fascinating to see how this second half goes. But I'm very happy with the performance on the whole so far from a Welsh perspective. So do get your thoughts, your comments in the chat. And let me know what you make of this game so far. Wales leading 12 points to 9 at half time. And we are waiting for the second half to get underway. Let's have a look at how my fantasy team is doing quickly. We'll have a look. I think I'm doing pretty well, actually, this week. Let's have a look at how my fantasy team is doing. South Africa are coming out slowly, but here we go. 445 points. I will absolutely take that. I'm 10th. Jesus. I'm having a good week, aren't I? Having a very, very good week. Damien Kenzie got me 50 points. Henry Slade got me 90 points. Sexton got me 74 points. I'm very happy with that, I must say so. Very, very happy. So if you want to join this league, there is a link in the chat that you can hit. It is too late to get your team in for this week, but for next week, you can do so. Right, both teams are out. Let me get my headphones back on. And we are ready for the second half here. Here we go then. Wales 12 up against 9 of South Africa. Here we go then, second half. All set to get going. Andre Pollard sends it up, and Wales will look to get this, and we do get the restart. And straight away, a penalty to Wales out the breakdown there. Wales, of course, still down to 14 men. We're all ready for this one. In from the side there. And a chance for Wales to clear their lines. And Dan Bigger does send it down. Next score is really important. We need to play in the right edge of the field because we're a man down. It's really important that we do that. So Oxenchain back on. Straight away giving a penalty away. Things you don't see. Now the line-up's been really good from Wales already. So line out for Wales. And Adam Beard takes out well. Thomas Williams gets it out. Plays out to Bigger. Bigger's going to send this one up. Up he goes. Who's going to win that? Stain collects. Ball's a little bit loose here. Diacha picks it up. But Herschel Yantes will look to clear here. Ox back and Ox penalty indeed. Sent up then. Up he goes. Oh, Bigger went for it. Who got a touch on that? I think it came off. Well, I thought it came off South Africa, but referee says that Bigger got it. Bigger doesn't quite agree. And it's still raining. Do you know, it's a great stadium, isn't it? I think the Principality is the best stadium, certainly in the UK, to watch rugby. Wherever you sit, pretty much, you get a great view. The atmosphere is always incredible. It's right in the middle of the city. It's 5 minutes walk away from the train station. It's perfect. Wales are going to have to make a change here, though, for the scrum, I think it is. So let's see. So Ellis Jenkins has had to go off while we wait for Rhys Carre to come on for the scrum to work. So Wyn Jones comes on in the front row. So 42 minutes into this one. Wyn Jones on. So Herschel Yantes will feed this scrum. Wales down to 14. South Africa back up to, and that is a powerful scrum from the Springboks. The Welsh scrum get absolutely destroyed. No advantage there for the South Africans, but the Welsh scrum are really struggling there. Really struggling there. So South Africa has gone down for the corner. So we're waiting to see what they come from here. So here we go then. Line out to South Africa. Wales don't challenge once again. They're going to have to try and defend. This driving maul is not moving yet. But Mbonambi gets going, and here we go. Collapse by South Africa, though. So Wales can challenge for this. South Africa do have it, though. But really good defence here. Thomas Williams put in a really good tackle. And the South Africans have been pushed back out to their outside the 22. But they're coming forward now. This is a pivotal moment in the game for Wales. Pollard looking. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the drop, but he's setting it up. I'm not sure where that's going. And Josh Adams takes it brilliantly. Now we need support. Strange decision from Pollard there, got to say. Strange decision. Aaron Wainwright. And now this will be sent down by Thomas Williams. And that's really well defended. We've actually defended their driving maul really, really well today. And that was something I was really worried about. I'm still concerned about the scrum, but Franz Stein, Herschel Yanti sends it up once again. And the amount of box kicking this South African team does, it's quite impressive. That's come off a green. So Johnny McNichol tries to get it out, but no advantage. Knock on from the Springboks there. Scrum for Wales. Alice Jenkins is back on. Rhys Carey is staying off. Here we go then. Here come the new front row. So Mbonambi's off for Malcolm Mark. Stephen Kitsoff comes on Che, and Vincent Koch comes on as well. So it's a complete new front row for this Springbok side. Bomb squad indeed. Absolute bomb squad. Malcolm Mark's over the ball. I mean, as if they don't already have enough player. And they made those changes early on, 5 minutes into the second half. They made the decision. Rassie's made the decision. So scrum here to Wales. If I'm Thomas Williams, get this ball in and get it out as quick as you can. That's what I'm thinking. And reset the scrum. Get the ball out as quick as you can would be my advice in this situation. Scrum then. Wales have to get this ball out, which we do. Good. Dan Bigger sends it down the field. Here comes South Africa. Frans Steyn breaks the first tackle. Tackled eventually by Rhys Carey, who's back on the field after his yellow card. Pollard puts it through. It's a lovely low kick. Lucanio Am. This might bounce perfectly for him. It does. Wales need to set themselves defensively very, very quickly. Malcolm Marks finds it out. Vincent Koch picks it up. South Africa looking to turn it on here. Big opportunity here for the Springboks if they can make use of it. 7 meters out. Luke Diacha carries, but well defended by Wales. The crowd lift their voice. Vermeulen carries well up to the 5 meter line. Yantis, Pollard a little bit isolated. Chance to get over the ball. Go on, Rhys. Rhys Carey nearly got over the ball, but it's there for the Springboks. Vincent Koch. Wales have to hold strong here. The ball is still there. Good discipline from Wales. Thomas Williams stops Malcolm Marks. Ball is still there for the Springboks. Stephen Kitsoff carries. Pollard gets it out. Stein drops and falls. But he catches it. He's still got it. Still there. 13 phases. Wales have pushed them back. Diolande carries. Ellis Jenkins stops him. Oh, what a turnover! What a turnover, Ellis Jenkins! Ellis Jenkins! And Jesse Creel's got to try and deal with this, and he's dropped it, but it went backwards. Wales have to stop him here. Tompkins tackles. Brilliant work from the Welsh boys. Oh, the penalty! Come on! What a play, boys! That was huge. That was huge. Ellis Jenkins, take a bow. Ellis Jenkins, take a bow. Ellis Jenkins. Wow. Wow. Massive pressure on us. They go through the phase. Diolande comes in. Ellis Jenkins rips it out. We kick it down. Jesse Creel messes it up. They've still got the ball, and we put the pressure on, and we get the penalty, and Bigger's going for the posts. Mate, their front row is unreal, and they're quite open in the loose, but Ellis Jenkins, bloody hell. Ellis Jenkins has to, honestly, he's been fantastic. The penalty here to Wales. Ellis Jenkins, what a performance from him. What a performance. A chance for Bigger here then. Bigger sets his kick up. It looks good. It is. And Wales extend their lead 15 points to 9. What a defensive effort that was. And showing that heart that we needed. And Wales now opening the gap up that little bit now as Wales lead 15 points to 9. We just got to get the simple things right now. Get our defensive set sorted. Get out. Clear our lines well. Nothing silly. Keep it simple. Stein has the ball just over the halfway line. Yanti sends it up. It's a little bit far, and Thomas Williams calls for the mark well. I'm wondering now, does Pivac start to look to the bench? Does he start looking to the bench now? That's what I'm thinking now. Well, Stein clears it down. Down towards Johnny McNichol. Chance for McNichol to run. He sends it down through the boot. It's not the greatest kick, but Pollard gets it. Has to kick it. Sends it down. Josh Adams keeps it alive. Back to Bigger. Bigger's sending this up. Looks up and he's going. He's chasing it. Diolande gets it, but tackled by Dan Bigger. Advantage to South Africa here. Wales not rolling away in the tackle. Sia Khaleesi opens his legs. Big run from Sia Khaleesi. Ball inside here. Malcolm Marks carries. This is a big moment in the game as South Africa look to stretch their legs. Andre Pollard inside to Cock. And no advantage. No advantage for the Springboks. He should be the man of the match. Absolutely, he's been brilliant so far. discipline and good territory position, we can do this. Absolutely, I agree. I agree, 100%. Wales here then, penalty to South Africa. What a hit from Khaleesi on Thomas Williams there. It's getting nervy now. Yeah, you won't want to see that again. That was a big hit, wasn't it? Do you know what, though? They're in their own half. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. They're in their own half. Kobus Reinach is on for Yantis in the scrum half. He's rapid. He is rapid. Frans Steyn is going to try and kick this. And he is going to try and send this over from inside his own half. They haven't. They've gone for the post. It's 54 metres out. He can kick these. He did it against the Lions to break Lions' hearts. He can do these kicks. But the pressure is on him here. The pressure is really on. So Frans Steyn from his own half. I think he's got it. It looks good. It is good. And South Africa, what a kick. 12 points to 15 now. 3-point game. What a kick that is. Folks, if you're just joining in watching live, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure to follow and like the page. Welcome along to the watch along. Wales leading in a tense game here with just about 25 minutes to go. Wales 15, South Africa 12. So it's getting pretty tense here, gotta say. Seb Davis on for Aaron Wainwright. Not sure why I make of that change, but still the change has been made. So the high ball, lovely taken from Dan Bigger there. Wales, what's gone on there? Knock on from Wales. And a scrum to the Springboks. "25 minutes to go, folks. Tense game here at the Principality Stadium. But you got to say, but Wales here have to defend this scrum, man. We got to defend it. It's not an easy scrum. The Springboks have shown that they're very good with our scrums. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Kicked a 6-7 metre from Montpellier ages ago. I mean, he's got a heck of a boot on him. We know that. So a scrum for the Springboks on the halfway line. Better scrum from Wales, but here comes a shove. What a scrum from the Springboks, and Wales just can't deal with it, but fortunately. But you'd expect Steyn to step up here. Wales getting battered at the scrum right now. Time to make some changes, I feel. Oh, Pollard's going to the corner. Going for the corner. Interesting decision from the Springboks. To be honest, it's not that great a kick either. But I think Pivac needs to start looking at making some changes at this point. It's time to make some changes now. Change the front row. The front row is blowing out their arses. We all know what's coming. It's going to be the driving maul, so we've got to get ourselves set for it. Here we go. The driving maul comes. It's not really moving. It is now. Well played, boys. Great defence. Kobus Reinach finds Diolande, running with Khaleesi, runs hard. Tame Basham tries to go for the steal, but can't quite get there. Reinach into Dayacha. Reinach once again, just inside the 22. Etzebeth only just about keeps hold of it. Wales got to release him, boys. What are you doing? Release him. He told you to release him ages ago. Listen to the referee, boys. Just so unnecessary. Oh, it's so silly. You've got to listen to the referee. You've got to listen to the referee. The referee says release the ball. You've got to listen to the referee. And he just does not listen to him. He just does not listen to him. And you think Pollard will go to the posts here. And that's what they're going to do to try and draw it level. Thank you very much, John. That's very kind of you. And Andy as well. Thank you very much. It's very kind. You got to release him. The ref has said, let go, release. And yet we're not listening. And that's the most frustrating thing. Because we could all hear the ref saying, release. If he says release, just let go of him. Just let go of him straight away. And that's not a problem. And Pollard has a chance to put this over from very close out. Shot in the foot, exactly. The chance here for Pollard. And it's not a difficult kick whatsoever. And Pollard slots it over to make it 15-point apiece. And to be honest, we've shot ourselves in the foot here. We've shot ourselves in the foot. Change for Wales. Will Griff-John is on for his first game. Congratulations to him. He wins his first cap for Wales. So he is on. Some more changes. Jonathan Davis has gone off. So Liam Williams is on. So what happens with that then? Oh, that's lovely work. So has Liam Williams gone to the centre? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. A try for Wales. Exactly. Discipline, absolutely. I got to disagree with you. Jonathan Davis off. I think Liam Williams might be playing in the centre. Wales holding the ball at the base of this driving maul. It's starting to move, which it looks good. Ball by Wales. Wales have to play it down bigger into Tompkins. Tompkins are absolutely lapped up by Lucanio Arm there. And Wales still have it. It's gone backwards. Oh my gosh, catch the ball. Ryan Elias holds it. Wales have lost a bit of ground here, but they go again. Inside ball. Tompkins turns well. Good turn, Tompkins. Well done, mate. Wales gathering the pace once again here. Will Griff-John. Malcolm Marks trying to get on the ball, but Tame Basham stops him. There is an option out wide. Is that a deliberate knock-on? Is that a deliberate knock-on? A knock-on advantage, though, for Wales here. So chance to try and do something. Out to Louis Rees-Zammit. Louis Rees-Zammit. Tried a little grubber through Van Steen. And he's out. And that is brilliant work. Brilliant work. Line out to Wales in the 22. Wales are noticing the spirit there down bigger and playing it out wide. And that's really good work. 20 minutes to go. 15 points apiece. It's tense. It's nervy. Hope you're enjoying, folks. Thank you for joining me tonight for doing this. But Wales, do you know what? We recovered well there. We recovered really well. Welsh spirit returns. It does indeed, Karma Peach. So line out to Wales. Just inside the 22. We win the ball. Will Rowlands claims. Is that early engagement? Thomas Williams dances round but is tackled. And he needs support now. Ball is placed back. There's no scrum half of the minute. Basham takes it. Oh! Ellis Jenkins went. What a game this man's had, Ellis Jenkins. What a performance for him. Advantage to Wales. Chance for Wales to create something. Nick Tompkins, Dan Bigger, fights it out. One more! One more! Come on! Oh! Oh! Some idiot just ran on the field once Wales were going to score a try. Look at this. Some idiot ran on the field. Some absolute twat ran on the field. What's he doing? What an idiot. He just ruined the moment for Wales. There's a guy who ran on the field. A streaker runs on the field. He's got clothes on. What a twat. Otherwise, Liam Williams, I think, scores that. What a twat. Oh. Why? That is so frustrating. That is so frustrating, man. Wales have a penalty. Wales taking the post. Ellis Jenkins is the captain now. Which, do you know what? I don't mind that. Wales deciding to go for the post. Ellis Jenkins, what a performance. Honestly, this guy has been exceptional. He's been so good today. So good today. He's such a good player. Dan Bigger gives Wales the lead once again, 18 points to 15. It's getting tense, boys. It's getting tense. Hold your horses. Hold your hats. It's going to be a tense finish here. How long is left? About 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes to go, Alan. I am getting nervous now. I think Andre Pollard is going off. Pollard's off. I think he will be. If I had my chance. Pollard off. So Elton Yanchis is on. So both brothers are on now. Oh no, Kobus is on. Yeah, really well. Myself and Cap Starkey tomorrow, by the way. Don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be doing our watch-along for Scotland against Australia. So do join us for that one. Going live at about 2 o'clock, kickoff at 2:15. So do join us for that. Now, I'll drop a link in the description right now. But 3 points in it. Wales leading here. So let me just drop that in the chat. So Scotland versus Australia tomorrow. Do join us for that. Really excited for that game. Should be a good one. And there is the link in the chat. So do hit that link. Go click on the reminder. Come back here. Wales looking to box kick. 14 minutes to go here. Wales leading by 3 points. Creel goes up. He's lost it. Seb Davis collects. Wales on the 5-metre line, on the 10-metre line with an advantage here. Trying to keep the ball here. Little bit slow for Wales. Lovely work, boys. Thomas Williams plays it to Bigger. One impact Bigger's had on this game. That ball's gone backwards. Knock on from South Africa. Thomas Williams spots the space. It's a great kick, and it's a race between Steyn and Louis Rees-Summit. And Reinach did get there, and he is rapid. And now it's Rhys Carre against Cobus Reinach. Where's the defence? And finally the defence reacts. Wales here. Oh, we've done so well. We nearly shot ourselves in the foot there. Smith carries for the Springboks on the halfway line here. Cobus Reinach will kick this. 12 minutes to go. It's not the greatest box kick. It's gone pretty high. And it's gone back for Wales. And Smith collects it. Oh, Mbonambi's in! Mapimbi's in. And Mapimbi has scored. And South Africa. Oh, no. I don't think there's anything wrong with this either. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I think this is going to count. But it all started with Reinach. Awful defence from Wales. Let's have a look. Anything here at all? Well, you need to watch the replay. They're going to want to check this, but I can't see that there's anything wrong with this. The only question is, who's pushed this back? Is it Wales who pushed it back, or has South Africa knocked it on? They're checking to see if he's offside or not. I don't think he is. Malcolm Marx wasn't going back. I don't think that he's going to give this. No try! Oh, what? Oh. Penalty to Wales! Sorry, Sean, you're not going to get points for him. He's not going to get any points for him this time. Wales remain in the lead. You have to go back once the kick comes. You have to go back, and they don't. Malcolm Marx goes forward. So as a penalty to Wales, it remains 18 points to 15. Gareth Davis is looking to come on. Wyn Jones is looking to come on. Gareth Anscombe looking to come on. Wales, 3 points in the lead. 12 minutes to go at the Principality. Wales go into the corner here. Dan Biggar puts us down into the 22. Big moment in the game. Says who Wales can win this game. Who aren't going to win this game. Well, it's getting nervy now. It's getting nervy now. Woo! Oh. Biggar going off is a strange decision. I think Biggar's had a great game. I'm not sure about taking Biggar off, but Anscombe comes on. Maybe we just need him to get one moment to get a try. Next score is crucial. We have to win this line out, though, in the 22. Wyn Jones on for Rhys Carey. Davis on for Thomas Williams, and Anscombe's on for Biggar. Those are the changes for Wales. Wales do win. We need to get down. The maul held up there. Maul held up. I thought Malcolm Marx had his arms around Ryan Elias's neck there, personally. But scrum to us, we need a big scrum here. But nervy moments here for Wales. Andy Bradley, that's a great prediction. Got to be strong here. 10 minutes to go. Wales leading by 3. Nervy moments for Wales here. The scrum looks a lot better from Wales. It's starting to move, and here we go. And there's a penalty. Penalty to South Africa, and we just can't deal with the scrum. Just move away. Don't complain, boys. Just move away. Move away. Don't complain. Move away. Don't complain. Loose head down. So, Will Griff-John penalised. And Franz Stein's going to step up and twat this down the field. He's got a monster boot on him. And oh, it's not actually as good as I thought it was. Woo! 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. Minutes to go. Jasper Wiese comes on for Siya Kolisi. So that change has been made. He's a big ball carrier. Bradley Roberts on for Wales. His first cap for Wales, playing for Ulster. With his grandmother, of course, coming from Llandysul. Wales' discipline has to be good here. Nothing stupid. Wales have done well here. Still, the ball is there for South Africa on Wales' 5-metre line. Cobus Reinach. Here we go. Cobus Reinach sends it up. Oh, it's well taken by Mapimbi. Wales looking to hold the man up. They are in the 22. Oh, come on, ref. You haven't given him a chance. You haven't even given a chance. Advantage here to the Springboks. And the ball goes loose, but I think that's harsh. I think that's harsh. I really do. He didn't give him a chance. He didn't give him a chance. But chance here for the Springboks. So they're going to go for the try. What's the decision here? What's the decision from the Springboks? 8 minutes to go. We can do this. Absolutely, we can. Rock and Roll Rugby. Ben from Rock and Roll Rugby. We can do this, but we're waiting to see their decision. 8 minutes to go. Oh, it's getting nervy now. Again, really nervy now as we head into the final 8 minutes. It is going to be a line out to the South Africans. They have gone to the corner. Here we go. Line out to the Springboks. They win it. Wales do not compete. The driving maul comes from the Springboks. It feels inevitable here as they come forward. Wales have to keep their discipline here. Malcolm Marx still going, and he's over. And South Africa do get their try, and we're standing that pressure. We're standing that pressure, and South Africa finally finally do crash over. They do crash over in the end. And once the driving ball gets going, it just felt inevitable. Indeed, indeed. I mean, it's just inevitable once that driving ball gets going, and we simply did not deal with them. Not long to go now. We need a miracle, really, you feel. Yanti's looking to add the 2. This is a really important kick. If he can get this over, Wales can still be within a kick. Come on, you can miss this, Yantis. He's missed it! He's missed it! He's missed it! All right, he's missed it. 2 points, fine. So a penalty, a penalty. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Oh, my heart's going. 5.5 minutes to go. Now for the Springboks, they need to keep their discipline. I'm not sure. So Wales here, we just need to get within kicking territory. Kicks up, McNichol. Lovely take from McNichol, but he needs support, which he gets. Gareth Davis, Anscombe, Wyn Jones. Oh, he's ripped it! How's he nicked that? South Africa steal the ball. Chance for the Springboks. Yancy sends it up. Wales have to win this ball, which they don't. It's knocked on from Wales. And we're in the wrong area of the field with an advantage to the Springboks, just outside the Wales 22 now. And we have to keep our discipline here. We have advantages over for the Springboks. Yancies. Really, really, really important that our discipline here is good. Nick Tompkins is hurt. It's so important we keep our discipline here. Advantage, not rolling away. With 3.5 minutes to go, and they're going to get a penalty. And you'd think. What a rip this is. Quagga Smith. What a rip from him. Chance for Yankees. This is another huge kick. They've gone for the corner. They've gone for the corner. 3.25 minutes to go. They've gone for the corner, which is an interesting choice. Not long to go now at all whatsoever. We need to win the penalty here now. which we half challenge. The driving maul goes up. It's better from Wales. Much better, but this driving maul gets moving. Good work. It's going forward now. This looks inevitable once again, but great work from Wales. Great defence. 5 metres out, though. Visa picks and goes. Tackled well. The ball's out. Wales try and dive on it, but South Africa do get it. Stephen Kitsoff carries. The Ginger Ninja carries for the for the Springboks. Reinach into Vermeulen. Wales need a miracle here. They need the Springboks to cough something up. Wales looking to hold the man up. Can't quite do it. Wales having to defend now. 7 metres out. Here come the Springboks. Kobus Reinach. Wales defence holding strong so far. 2 minutes to go. Off a green foot there. Where's that ball going? Still there. And penalty to Wales! We have to go down. We have to go down. This kick now has got to be the biggest kick, the best kick that Gareth Anscombe has ever kicked in his life. It has to be a good kick. He keeps it simple. The kick isn't great, but we've got the ball. We just need to get down now. We just need to get down now. Down the field, win this line out, go through a few phases, and hope, Another change for Wales. Ben Carter comes on for Wales. Ellis Jenkins leaves the field. What a performance from him. My man of the match for Wales. The thing is, you've got to get into kicking territory. You've got to get into kicking territory. I think Nick Tompkins is going to have to leave the field for HIA. Nick Tompkins has to go off for HIA. We're just waiting to see if someone's going to come on for him. John Davis is back on for Wales. So here we go then. This is it. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Wales with the line out. Wales go to the line out. Win the ball. Big, big win. Oh, I think that's forward. Oh, no, maybe not. Wales have to be more careful with the ball. Got to keep the ball in the hands here. Wales just simple now. The Springboks are really putting the pressure on here now. 30 seconds to go. Wales have to go 70 metres here. Oh, not the person that you wanted. Oh, he's surrounded. There you go. Game over. The Springboks. Stephen Kitsoff over the ball. The pass to Adam Beard was not good enough. And South Africa will win this game. And with 5 seconds left on the clock. And they've won the battle of the breakdown today. They've won the battle of the scrum. They're deserving winners of this one, I'm afraid to say. They are going to go for the post. Elton Yantes is going to add the 3 points. Franz Steyn gets the game of the match, which is weird, but there you go. He gets it. But I've got to say, but the battle of the breakdown is what's won this game for South Africa. This is what's won them this game. What a game indeed. Congratulations to you. Commiserations indeed. And the final score then is 23 points to 18 in favour of the Springboks. And that is the final score. It's the first time that South Africa have beaten Wales since 2013. You've got to give congratulations to the Springboks. They were the dominant side. They deserved to win. And it was the battle of the breakdown. They won the battle of the breakdown. Much better performance from Wales, though. Much happier with the performance today. I thought we saw a game plan. Did we look like scoring a try? Not really, and that still concerns me. But a lot more positives for sure. And we go on to Fiji next week. Interesting to see how strong Pivot goes. I do expect him to rotate, but how much? I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, very, very tight between these two teams. Always is a tight game. Love seeing tight games like this. Do you know what? It was a great game. Congratulations to South Africa. You deserve to win this. Pretty strong team. Oh, that's ridiculous, Andy. That's ridiculous. It's not going to happen. A pleasure, mate. A pleasure. Hope you join us. And next week, we're going to do South Africa. Oh, who does South Africa have next week? I'm not too sure. We'll have to work that one out. But there we go. That's where I'm going to leave it for this week. For today, for sure. That is it. Wales lose here, 23 points to 18 to the Springboks. Congratulations to them. There will be a review out on the channel shortly. I'm going to go a bit more into detail on what went right, what went wrong. Don't forget, tomorrow then, Scotland versus Australia live watch long. Coverage starts at 2 o'clock on the channel. Kickoff at 2:15. Going to be joined by Capo Starkey Kyle, Scottish fan. Really excited to have him on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Have a great evening. Don't forget, kickoff in half an hour, Argentina against France. So check that out if you want as well. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Peace.